Hey, the Nash News, Christina here, back with our first in-person interview since 2020. We are so excited to have Mitchell Tenpenny. How have you been?
I'm super honored. This is awesome.
This is amazing. We are on Long Island tonight, out on Long Island, and you're playing this show, and then you're heading out on a pretty major tour in a few weeks. So let's talk about heading out with Luke Bryan.
Man, obviously you know Luke Bryan. We are so excited. We've done Farm Tour with Luke Bryan. We've done Crash My Playa, and this is our first time to be on actual tour with him. So I don't know. His crew is so awesome. He's so awesome. The energy, and we always make fans out there, man, because his fans are the best. They're so open to new music. So we're so excited. We cannot wait.
What a tour. Riley Green, Mitchell Tenpenny.
And Riley. Come on. I love Riley. Let's go.
It's going to be such a blast. So now you've put out a lot of music throughout the pandemic, and then recently you've put out a new EP. So talk to me about writing music, creating music when we were all just like sitting home watching Tiger King. Like, what was that like? Remember Tiger King?
I definitely watched Tiger King. At first it was kind of tough because, I get my titles and I get my, my hooks and stuff from like hearing people talk. Like I go to the bars, or I go to like, or just living life.
Alcohol You Later.
Yeah, Alcohol You Later is one of those, and we just weren't living life. So like there came a period where I just wasn't inspired. I was, I have a little studio in my house, and I would go down there, and it's just there was nothing happening. And so I think what truly helped was TikTok, man. It really was. I mean, I know it was the last thing I wanted to do was another social media, but I did. And it was like it was new people, a new audience, and that like sparked a new realm of creativity. And I started writing again, and then we got to do some Zoom writes, and then slowly people started getting back in the room. And the second we got back in the room, I was writing every chance I could. So
I just think I say this so often. So if you watch a lot of my interviews, you hear this often. But I think the music that's going to come out of that time, when you guys all had a slowdown, where you're always touring, you're always on the road. Like, I feel like you're being inspired, but even those songs, you're not able to like sit down and actually write an amazing song because your brain is in a million places. So having that time to just sit and think about things and really write music. And now we're all starting to slowly get to hear that music.
Absolutely. And I think there's a latency to it as well. Like now we're starting to get the creative side of what we went through then. And so like a lot of that perspective hits you a little bit later. And so I agree. I think a lot of great music, and I've already seen it and heard it from even a lot of my friends in the new music. It's a new wave, and it's a good wave. I like what it's coming out of country. I was listening to some of Chris Young's songs on the bus last night, and just some of the new stuff. And I'm like, man, dude, this is really good. Like, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I think that will definitely be a silver lining we all look back on. It's like the music that came out of that was like really good. So talk to me about the new music that you just released, the EP, and I know it's a different vibe from what your debut is one of my favorites. I still listen to it constantly, telling all my secrets, but I love the new stuff and I love the new vibe. So talk to me a little bit about it.
Thank you. Yeah, and thank you for that. It's this record feels so old now, but Low Light Sessions. I mean, back to what we were talking about. I just wanted one of those somber records that was more about the songwriting. Not that one of them can't be a single, but wasn't really going in there trying to write the single for radio. I just wanted to write something that made it feel cinematic, something that like, you could close your eyes and picture what the movie would be. And, a lot of it was just the last few years of my life, like growing up, everything from finding a girl you thought was it, to losing it, to like, to your mother, to like your mom raising you, to just things that I hadn't said yet in records that I really wanted to say. And it's been awesome. It was something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I'm glad that people kind of took to it, because you never know when you do that kind of vulnerable setting if people are going to be like, no, go back to Alcohol You Later or stuff like that. And it's like, and I love that too. Don't get me wrong, but yes, and trust me, we're already started on a brand new record, a lot of songs on this one, and we will give everyone everything. But that was a record I've been wanting to do for me personally, and I'm glad people grabbed a hold of it.
And an amazing time in your life. You're engaged. Yeah, amazing, to another singer-songwriter. So talk to me a little bit about getting engaged and living life with Meg. And everybody go check out Meg Patrick. She's killer. But talk to me a little bit about that, and then wedding planning.
Yeah.
Give us the lowdown on that.
Yeah, I mean, she's in Canada right now on tour with Dallas Smith. So 3 weeks. So it's the life. We're back to normal. We're gone all the time. That was the first time that we have ever been that close, that long. And we made it through. It was all good. And in that time, I realized I wanted to get married to her. So we did that on Thanksgiving, when her family, after quarantine, finally got to come down from Canada. And my mom was in town, my family. So we did it at Loser's Bar in Nashville, where we met. we met there, and I figured, you know what, that's what we are. And I met her she was wearing camo, and I surprised her that night. She happened to be wearing like a camo. She was in actual hunting camo when I met her, but she was in like good looking camo. What do you like go out go out camo, stylish camo. So it works out perfect. And then you know, we've been just super happy ever since. But it's the wedding planning. We are both the biggest procrastinators on the planet, so the wedding planning is very slow right now. We are working on it. But
well, you have like a few other things happening in your lives at this.
Yeah, we're in no rush. We've been together for a long time. It will happen, and I love her to death. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. We both need to be home to plan. I'm not planning a wedding over the phone. I'm just not doing it. So hopefully soon.
It's not easy. There's so many like logistics. Every time I think about my wedding, I'm like, oh, why did I do that? Like, I should have just flown somewhere and just eloped. It would have been so much easier.
And we talk about it too. I want her daddy to walk her down the aisle, and we want to party with our friends. So we're trying to make it a little less traditional, but still, you know, feel sentimental and have that value. But yeah, we you know, times have changed a little bit. We just want to party and have fun.
Absolutely. Well, finally, let's talk about the new music. You touched on the new album that we're hopefully getting sometime soon. So talk to me about what fans can expect.
Oh, literally everything. I mean, this is going to be a lot of songs, like, you know, 18, 20, somewhere up there. We're figuring that out now. I mean, I want lots of music out, and so this one touches on everything. I've been getting mixes back. I've been hearing. I mean, we have been in the studio this whole time, and it just feels different. It feels like me 100%. And people, but it's just stuff that I've been wanting to do that I think is, in my opinion, just something I haven't heard yet. Like, but it's still keeping me. I don't want people to be afraid of that. It's still me, but like, I'm so excited to get this record out. It feels new. It feels fresh. To your point again, it feels like something that, you know, it's been a whole accumulation since quarantine, and I'm ready to get it out there, man. So we're getting close. We're about to, you know, we'll announce something pretty soon, I hope, but we're just on the edge of finishing it up.
Can't wait. Well, thank you so much, Mitchell. Good luck tonight. We can't wait to see you for kicking off the summer with a killer show tonight. Mitchell, Tenpenny, Ernest, and Chris Young. So thank you so much for chatting, and we'll see you soon.
Always. Cheers.